We are locked in and ready to go. We are now in Wales, so we're in Snowdonia at the moment, and I can't wait to see some of the beautiful hills that I'm going to have to attack today. This is why we do it. The plan today is 26.2, so marathon today. It's quite late as well. I like to do my training in the morning, but I'm trying to accumulate the fatigue that I'm going to be coming across on the actual 1,000 miler. So I'm going to be coming across some intense fatigue, trying to do around 40-50 miles a day. So driving here for 6 hours and then jumping on the road for 6 more hours will be a really good challenge for my body. Fatigue in the bottom half of my body and seeing how I fare with nutrition and so much coffee that I've drank today. Always carry a bit of toilet roll with you in case you've got a shit on the side of the road. I don't live on gels by any stretch of the imagination, but sometimes you need a gel, you know, when you're trying to get the food in. And I am training with gels so that I have a gel or two every 6 hours, but I am trying to live on food, so this is one thing that I absolutely love at the moment. So I like rice, got rice everywhere, with jam. A little bit of jam, a little bit of rice, and we're good to go. As well as gherkins, I love these as well. So when I'm running, I have a lot of rice, a lot of jam, just bang, the energy's in. Bananas, the odd gel here and there, but I don't literally, I've had these gels for ages. I probably have a gel, 2 gels every 6 hours maybe, but it all depends on how I feel. This is, you love it or you hate it. I have that in the morning with my toast. Toast, scrambled egg, Marmite. It's an absolute blinder of a breakfast. So I want to put this in the back, and I'm going to tell you when I need it, so that you can hand it to me at the right times. Normally I'd carry this stuff, but seeing as I've got a trusty wagon and team here, then we can get stuff handed to me. I feel like this is going out and doing a 5k. This is literally just going down the road. All it is can take me longer. I don't believe it's any different from that really. I think it's going to be really easy, and I think that's the mindset I've got to have when I'm going to be running 1,000 miles. If I start worrying about 26 miles, how am I going to run 1,000? So I'm very positive about it. I can't wait to do it. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see the views as well. It's a beautiful place, Wales. Changing watches. I always wear my Apple Watch for like day to day and go in the gym, but Garmin is king for running, and also the battery on the Apple Watch is absolutely dog shit. Lasts less than a day, whereas this Garmin can probably run for a week on it and still not have to charge it. They're absolutely brilliant and really good for tracking as well, so really good to integrate it from your Garmin through to your Strava. I know you can do that on your Apple, but Garmin's much better, in my opinion. Right, getting ready for some hydration. I recently had a sodium test, and it said I'm quite a heavy sweater, so I need around 1,200 milligrams of sodium per hour. So one of these is 1,500. Precision hydration, very good. Staying hydrated, making sure that I've got that sodium in me so that I don't sweat. Well, I will sweat, but making sure that I don't cramp up. It's very good. I've been taking these now for about 6 weeks, and I haven't had any cramps or no issues. So I'm good to go. I'll keep filling one of these up they say to have one of these every hour, but I've been having probably around half one of these bottles every hour, and it's been doing me well, but we'll see how we get on as the mileage increases. I know that we're only at it's going to be 26.2 miles today, 26.2 miles tomorrow, so I'll have a better indication of where I am and how my body feels after that. So I think it's going to make a big difference when I'm out there for 50 miles or 12 hours, 13, 14 hours. Bon voyage. Two miles in, baby. 2 miles in. Easy work. A little bit fast on the first 2, just to get warm those nuts up. Bringing my heart rate down now. I've run uphill for about a mile, so heart rate now is 126. Nice. Yes, yes. Just over 4.5 miles. Give me that sexy bad boy. That is my special juice, special hydration, sodium, electrolytes, and we're good to go. That was a hell of a hill. Heart rate still nice and low, 150. 4.5 miles, we're well into it now, and we're well ahead of time. I wanted to hit 5 miles before an hour. It looks like I'm going to do that. It's now 52:49. Yes, yes, 9 miles, 1 hour 44. It's nice, feeling good. Need a bit of food though. Smoking a gherkin. Yeah, I'm going well ahead of what I'm doing on the actual challenge, but I want to push myself a little bit today because only 2 days. It's not the original 20-25 days, so may as well push a little bit harder while I'm only on a 2-dayer, you know? It's about, I don't know, it would be like a normal 10 miler, about 1 hour 50, so I'm on like 10 miler pace at the moment, but it'll slow down, but it's a nice pace at the moment. The back end of the race, I'm going to slow down anyway, just to feel fresh for later on. These are delicious. The scenery is phenomenal around here. It's really nice, it's great. It's a lot better than running around in a circle at my house, I can tell you that. But that's why we come here. We need to get down here a lot more. I was in Dartmoor a couple of weeks ago. It was really good down there, but this is even better. We haven't even seen the back end of Wales yet. We've already been running for 1 hour and 46 minutes, so we've still got probably, if I really push it, I can probably do it in 5.5 hours, but I might slow down a bit, do it in about 6. See how I feel. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really matter to me where I do it. I can do PT anywhere. This is beautiful, it's a beautiful day. It's perfect to run in, probably about 10 degrees. So it is nice, I'll give you that, but I have no problem running around in circles. I can do that all day as well. Easy. 10.3 miles in, 2 hours. Feeling really good. The scenery is absolutely phenomenal. Just about to get a sunset over there on the right. Weather's still great. Body's feeling great. I can go faster, but I'm trying to hold back on the old ego today. There's no point in thrashing myself too much. Feeling good. Heart rate's very low. Rucking, just carrying a bag, innit? No, it's really good. I enjoyed it when I was in the military. Then when I got out, I enjoy it even more. It gives me that, it kind of gives me that, I don't know, that memory of the military, as well as helping people, as well as myself, stay fit, and it's also challenging. So it's great to get out your comfort zone when you put a bag on. That's what it means to me. I enjoyed tabbing, we call it tabbing in the British military, when I was in. And it's also a great thing to do for community. So it's nice to get out with some people with a bag on, and it's better than running, in my opinion. A, it's slower, so it's better for me, being a bit of a bigger guy. And B, it gives you abs like a fucking gladiator. So let's go. Hola, senor. Nearly 15 miles, look at that. Black tea and a bit of water. I wanted to eat again in about 10 minutes, mate, just so you're aware. Just whack up next to me and I'll grab some out, all right? Just under 15 miles, 2 hours 50, so well ahead of schedule. Feeling good, heart rate's low. Might walk 5 miles backwards just for a bit of a challenge, but I'm sure there's a big fuck off hill coming, as we've just been going downhill for about 2 miles, 3 miles downhill. But there's a fire over there. Right, so let's get it. motivated. Get off your ass, get it done. So the pace is around somewhere between 10 and 12 minute miles at the minute. So it's a good pace, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it up. 15.5 miles in, just under 3 hours. Good pace, around 10 to 12 minute miles. Well ahead of schedule. Scenes are amazing, absolutely beautiful around here. So we've got about 10 miles left, 10 and a half miles. I'm not sure the strategy for the final bit. I don't know if to just keep up the pace because I feel good, or slow it down and just save some energy for tomorrow. But the weather's great, so it's probably helping with my running. I prefer to run when it's a bit colder. Hate running in the heat, hate it. Went over to America in October, it was boiling, I hated it. Feel back myself now, and training volume has kicked in. This is going to be the biggest week I've done so far in the training block. Be around 60, maybe even 70 miles. Well, definitely be 70 miles this week. I've already done 12 miles already. Marathon today, marathon tomorrow, and a couple of runs to finish off the week. So it's going to be a good week, and I'm going to keep on that trajectory and try and compound those sessions in, same sort of mileage each week. All being well, body feeling great, which it is now. Strength work's paying off. Running and tabbing is paying off. I was just tabbing at one point, whereas now, to get a bit more pace on my legs, I've started to do a bit of longer distance running. Nice and easy zone 2 stuff. It's hard for your ego sometimes, lowering the pace as much as that, but it's nice. And it's paying off. Where's my food? Oh yeah, baby. Thank you. I need my head torch as well when you're pulling, lads. It's getting a bit dark. 18.5 miles in, 3 hours 34, so got 7.5 miles to go. Then it's burger and chips. Is that what you want? Burger and chips? Let's go. Ooster. Night shift. $20 miles, 6 miles to go. Yes, yes. 23 miles, 4 hours, 29. Just over 3 miles left. Easy. Fucking damn right it is. Uphill's a bitch. That's why your balls grow from that big to that big. Woo! Mile to go, making a fucking mockery of these marathon distances. Absolute mockery. At the minute, 4 hours 57, 25.5 miles. So it was just past 5 hours for a marathon with 35 pounds. I'm happy with that. I ain't pushed myself too hard. I pushed myself, obviously, but I ain't put myself in the ground. I'm still happy. Body's still good, legs are tired like they are after every marathon, but my body feels great. Takeaway point so far is buy another head torch. I have 2 head torches, one on the back, one on the front, maybe even a chest torch, just so that I'm covered, because it's fucking pitch black out here. It's darker than I've ran in before. These sort of distances anyway, normally you go in 10 miles, you can go in and out of street lamps, but there's not much light out here. You got moonlight, and you got the light from my balls. 100 meters till we complete. No. I'll fucking bust my knees up. I've got a good pace. This has been my pace throughout, and I'm happy with it. This is good. 80 metres. Wales, it's been a pleasure. There it is, but I'm gonna run a little bit more. Gonna run a few metres for the king. And there we go. There we have it. Day one, almost complete. So, got to go back now, stretch. I've been thinking about my Normatec legs. So I have some Normatec legs, which you'll see later on in the video. I always wear them for recovery after I train. I think I'm gonna need them today. My body feels great, but I'm looking at every single aspect of my training at the moment. Nutrition, training, recovery. Recovery is a massive, important role in anyone's training regimen, especially when you're training at the level I'm training at the moment. So these Normatec legs are actually phenomenal. We'll show you them later, but I can't wait to get them on. If I was at home, I'd have a sauna as well. And we're gonna get some food in us when we get back to the hostel. Let's go. No marks. I ain't got little kid shoulders. So if you've got little baby shoulders, then the rucksack might hurt you, but I've got absolutely gladiator shoulders, so my shoulders are all right. We had a great day today. We ran 26.2 miles in Wales after a really long drive and got a great time of 5 hours, 2 minutes. I'm recovering up now in bed. I've had a nice bit of food and I'm ready to take on another challenge tomorrow. Good night. God bless. Always take my coffee machine everywhere I go. Because I always get up really early and there's never anywhere to get coffee at the time I get up. So there's only one solution: take your own coffee machine, and it's good coffee. Now you don't need your phone alarm in this hostel. You get 2 fire alarms. We had a fire alarm at 6 AM as well. Luckily we were up already. Another day, another dollar. Plan for today is another marathon, another 26.2. Going to take it a little bit easier today. Body feels great again though, literally phenomenal. Just got to take it a little easier, I think. But we'll see how we go when I start moving. Sometimes I get a bit excited, so this is my pillow. I always travel with my own pillow. That's how we roll. Breakfast, banana, croissant. Normally have my Marmite and scrambled egg on toast with some Weetabix, but when we're away, we need to eat things, so that's what I'm getting down with. I don't know, it's different every time. There's no set time that I get up. I like to get things done before I have my working day, and if possible, get my session done before my little boy wakes up, so I can spend some time with him in the morning. I just prioritise things. I've got a to-do list, and I'll make sure that I tick those things off before I do PT sometimes, or the night before I'll make sure that if PT is the main aspect of the day, like these 2 days, PT is the main kind of thing I'm doing, and I'll make sure I tick those off. Like yesterday was the main point of that, was to get to Wales, do my marathon, wake up today, do another marathon, drive home, and then it's back into the working vibe tomorrow. 4 most important things to me would be faith, family, health, staying away from negative people is a big one as well, I'd say, and it doesn't matter in what order they go in, so put them in any order you want, whatever suits you. Right, bag, yeah. Cojones, yeah. Ready to go, yes. We are off. fucking brilliant. Feel awesome. Set off a bit too fast again. Need to slow down, but I love it. .3 miles, 33 minutes. Too quick. Feels nice being on the path, out of the way of their vehicles. Beautiful, isn't it? 6.5 miles. It's lovely around here. 8 miles, 1 hour 27. Still moving nice. Feels better. Feels better going dark to light. Although it wasn't pitch black this morning, it was dark, but it wasn't pitch black like last night. I'm in a really good flow state now. Although, I know I've got a 3 miles uphill coming, so I'm trying to mentally prepare for that. No one wants to run uphill for 3 miles straight. Injuries are part of the game, you know? Although I haven't picked any up yet, touch wood. You just gotta make sure that you add in all the extra training. A lot of people get injured because they just run or they just tab ruck. They don't add in the mobility, flexibility, strength work. A lot of runners are terrible for it. And the old school runners and tabbers don't do any flexibility and mobility, recovery work, strength work. So I don't really get injured, but if I did, I'd just take it a little easier, you know? Take it a little easier, scale back the training a little bit, scale back the intensity, and build myself back into it. I wouldn't stop completely. And that's the same with setbacks as well. An injury is going to be a setback. So if I get set back in my training, obviously it's going to hurt mentally, but you just re-attack, realign and re-engage, hopefully stronger. The only way you're going to identify your weaknesses and your limits is by pushing them. So for instance, if you want to get better at 5K, you're going to have to run a 5K to start off with and get a good starting point, and that's going to be your limit for then. Add some training in, progressively get harder, increase the volume, the intensity, and then over time you'll get better as long as you stay consistent. It's very difficult to single out one person because there's been so many. There's been absolutely tons of people that have gone above and beyond with their training, and I absolutely love seeing it as well. Whether it's passing an entrance test to get into the military, police or fire, whether it's passing an arduous course, whether it's just completing something hard like a half marathon, marathon, ultra marathon, Ironman, all these things. And I've had people complete all those. And I've had people complete them at a very high standard. So it makes me feel great when people push their comfort zone through my training, because I know it works. Well, I know it works. I'm living and breathing my own training program. So I know that this shit works. Never give up, and don't listen to anybody but yourself. If you've got a goal, you've got a dream, then do it. You're gonna have people saying you can't do this and you can't do that. Always, even me, I get it. You shouldn't be doing that. Why are you doing that? You're doing that the wrong way. You've got to stay true to what you want to do. So I always do. I don't listen to anybody. I only listen to myself. What a fucking hill this is. It's more like a mountain. 3 mile up. I came down the hill, so I thought, it was playing on my mind, I thought I've got to go back up it. So that's what we're doing. Fucking have as well. Done about 1.5 miles so far. About 12-minute miles uphill. I'm looking forward to seeing the elevation on it because it's quite steep. 11 miles in, 2 hours, 10 minutes. Fucking great this though, isn't it? Like, if I was just walking like I should be doing, I'd be enjoying it. Like, looking around, but it's not that bad to be fair, is it? Done well again. Day after a marathon as well. people are fucked for weeks after a marathon. I think when you're doing these longer distance events, you've got to clear your mind of all junk, well, clear your mind of everything. I think it helps. If you've got one thought about family, work, or anything in general that can put you off your run or your tab or whatever, your performance can lack. So you've got to try and clear your mind of everything and just think about the task at hand, which is whatever you're doing, you know. And today it's getting up this fucking hill. I'm doing this for a number of reasons. Firstly, to raise money for a great charity called Ruck. Secondly, for my own sanity. I love pushing my limits and boundaries, and I'll be brutally honest with you, I haven't really trained that hard for anything ever. I've just managed to be good at everything through the training that I do. But with this, I'm really putting in 100%, I'm locked in, I'm training very hard, and I feel great for it, you know? So for my own sanity. Thirdly, to lead by example and do things for people that can't, or people that are not quite motivated to get off their arse yet. Hopefully it gives them a little bit of a drive, a bit of a push to go and do something difficult as well. And it's also awesome for me and my family and my son to look at. I've got a son that's 2.5 years old and he already wants to come out running with me. So it's great to lead by example and show him what should be done as a parent. And hopefully, over time, he's better than me, but not quite yet. Hola, señor. Muchas gracias, por favor. Just a tea, please, my man. I'll have the cake in a bit. Thank you very much. 18 miles, 3 hours, 34 minutes. I'm not even sure how many miles that is in total. 26 plus 18, 44, 34, 44. So we've got about 8 miles left, is it? All within 24 hours, a lot less than that. Legs started to hurt on about mile 14, but that was the pussy in me. So I'm all right now. So that is, we've got 4 miles left. 22.2 miles in 4 hours, 27. So not much slower than yesterday. Feeling good. Got probably about another 50 minutes left, I'd say. I'm ready to go. Get me a bottle of Coke when you go to the shop. But will you like unfizz it? I want it like nice and flat. Red ambulance, 2 miles to go. That was the work started on that at about 16 miles. So I kind of know where the pinch point is now. So first day, 26 miles, fine. First 16 today, although I went out a bit fast, it was okay. Had a big hill around 10, 13 miles, can't remember where. And then from there, my legs were a bit heavy. From 16 miles, it's a bit of a battle with the legs. Lungs are fine, but managed to get it done. Managed to get the job done. That was slightly slower, 5:17 today. Yesterday was 5:05, about 12 minutes slow, which ain't a lot really. It's a lot quicker than what I'm gonna do the 1,000 miler at. I'm probably looking at doing the 1,000 miler, probably 4-5 minutes slower than that per mile. I wanted to test the legs today. I wanted to give my legs some beans, see what I had in the tank from all the last 10, 11 weeks of training in the zone. Body's feeling good. And it was a great couple of training days that was. And both marathons done. Back to the location we started at within 24 hours. That's the longest that I've run unweighted, let alone weighted, in 24 hours. I've never run 2 marathons in 2 days. I think I'm ready now, to be honest. I think if I can run back-to-back marathons in 2 days at the pace I've run at, I think I could destroy the 40 to 50 miles per day at a much slower pace. very positive experience over the last 24 hours. And saying that, it wasn't just walking out my door and doing a marathon. We drove 6.5 hours first, did the marathon, did another marathon, driving back now, and I feel totally fine. Legs are a bit sore, like anyone's legs would be after a double marathon, but feeling great. There's a few ways that people can support. You can either donate to charity. The link is on GoFundMe. You can either drop me a message, or you can find the link online. That's to donate to Reorg. Also, during my challenge, I'm going to need a little bit of assistance throughout my 1,000-mile journey. So sponsors that are going to help along the way to help with either accommodation or things like supplements or training gear, things like that. If you want to help with that sort of stuff, then feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to drop your merch or whatever it is online just to show it off. And I'll also test it out to the limits. So if you want to help out, you can either donate or you can help us out with a 1,000-mile challenge. If you think you can help us, then drop me a message and I can send you our pitch deck and you can get involved.